Ever wondered what happens when you plug a USB drive into a charger? Well, you're not alone. It's a question that has tickled the curiosity of many. Picture this. You've got a charger with an empty USB port and a USB drive. You're tempted. You want to know what happens if you take the plunge and plug that USB in. Will it charge? Will it transfer data? Or will it simply do nothing? The scenario seems trivial, yet it's intriguing, isn't it? We live in a world that thrives on technology, where USB drives and chargers are as commonplace as bread and butter. Yet few of us truly understand the intricacies of these everyday items. So let's delve into this enigma. Let's explore the possibilities and outcomes of plugging a USB drive into a charger. Stay tuned as we unravel the mystery. The first possible outcome when plugging your USB into a charger is, well, nothing. That's right, not a single byte of data transferred, not a single light flickering. Nada, zilch, nothing. But why is that? You see, the primary purpose of your standard USB charger is to provide power. It's designed to juice up your devices, not to act as a conduit for your data. A standard USB charger may not have all the necessary signals for data transfer. This is because the charger's main task is to supply power to the connected device, which is usually a smartphone or a tablet. Imagine it like this. You're trying to send a letter, but instead of a postman, you have an electrician. Sure, the electrician is great at his job. He can wire up your house, fix your lights, and ensure your devices have the power they need. But when it comes to delivering your letter, he's simply not equipped for the task. He doesn't have the right tools, the right skills, or even the right address. That's what's happening when you plug your USB drive into a standard charger. The charger, like our electrician, is excellent at its primary job, supplying power. But when it comes to transferring data, it's simply not equipped for the task. It doesn't have the right signals, the right connections, or even the right design. So when you plug your USB into a charger, there's a pretty good chance that nothing will happen. The charger will continue doing its job, supplying power to your device while your USB drive sits there unacknowledged and unused. So if you've tried this before and were met with a lack of action, now you know why. Your USB drive and charger were simply speaking different languages. But don't fret, there's another possibility we're going to explore next, where your charger might just surprise you with its versatility. Now let's explore a more interesting outcome. In some cases, your charger can act as a USB hub. Imagine a scenario where your charger isn't just a one-trick pony. Picture it doubling up as a conduit for data transfer. Sounds intriguing, doesn't it? This may not be a universal phenomenon, but it's certainly possible with a charger that has multiple USB ports, one of which supports data transfer. Let's delve into the specifics. When you have a charger with more than one USB port, it can serve multiple functions. Apart from its primary task of powering up your device, it can also recognize a USB drive as a storage device. This is contingent, of course, on one of these ports being designed to support data transfer. Once you plug in your USB drive into this multitasking port, your charger can essentially transform into a USB hub. A hub that not only charges your device but also facilitates the transfer of data between the connected devices. Imagine the possibilities. You're on a trip, and you forgot to pack your laptop, but you do have your phone, your charger with multiple USB ports, and a USB drive with a crucial presentation for a client meeting. You plug in your USB drive into the charger, and voila! Your phone recognizes the drive as a storage device. You can now access the files on the USB drive straight from your phone. You can even transfer files between the two devices. So you can make those last-minute changes to your presentation right on your phone, save it back onto the USB drive, and be ready to wow your client. This scenario isn't limited to just smartphones and USB drives. It can be extended to other devices like tablets and a range of USB devices, including keyboards, mice, and even printers. You could effectively turn your tablet into a makeshift workstation, all powered by a humble charger. Now you may wonder, how is this even possible? Well, it's all thanks to a standard called USB on the go, or USB OTG. This standard allows devices like phones and tablets to act as a host, enabling them to read from USB devices. However, before you get too excited and start plugging in all sorts of USB devices into your charger, it's essential to remember that this functionality isn't universal. Not all chargers with multiple USB ports support data transfer. Similarly, not all devices support the USB OTG standard. And even in cases where the charger and the device do support these features, the performance can vary significantly. Some chargers might be able to handle data transfer at high speeds while others may struggle. So, it's always a good idea to check the specifications of your charger and your devices before you attempt to use your charger as a USB hub. And there you have it, your charger doubling up as a mini data transfer station. So, to wrap things up, let's take a quick jaunt down memory lane and revisit the two possible outcomes we've discussed when a USB drive is plugged into a charger. First up, we have the most probable scenario, where nothing happens. This is because most standard USB chargers are primarily designed to provide power to the connected device, usually a phone. They may not be equipped to provide all the necessary signals needed for data transfer, which is what a USB drive requires to function. So, when you plug your USB drive into such a charger, there's a high chance that it simply won't respond. It's like trying to communicate in a language that the charger just doesn't understand. On the other hand, we also explored the less likely but still possible scenario, where your charger could double up as a USB hub. This could happen when your charger has multiple USB ports, and at least one of them supports data transfer. In this case, when you plug your USB drive in, your device could recognize it. While the USB drive won't charge, your phone or computer could recognize it as a storage unit. This means you could potentially access or transfer files. It's akin to finding a secret door in a house you thought you knew well. Keep in mind, these outcomes are not guaranteed and can vary based on the specific charger and USB drive in question. Also, remember that these scenarios are purely informational and not a green light to randomly plug USB drives into chargers. Next time you're charging your phone and have a USB drive in hand, remember, you've got two possible outcomes. You might end up with a silent charger or discover an unexpected data portal. Either way, you're now armed with the knowledge of what could potentially happen. Isn't that what being a tech enthusiast is all about? And that's a wrap on today's tech mystery. We've journeyed through the fascinating world of USBs and chargers, unraveling what happens when you plug a USB drive into a charging port. From the possibility of no reaction at all to the potential of your charger morphing into a makeshift USB hub, it's been quite the ride. We hope that this exploration has been as intriguing for you as it has been for us. It's moments like these that remind us just how vast and astonishing the world of technology truly is. Each day brings new questions, new discoveries, and new opportunities to learn and grow. We're sure that many of you have your own stories and experiences with tech mysteries, just like this one. Perhaps you've plugged in a USB and had nothing happen, or maybe you've successfully transferred files via a charging port. Whatever your story, we're eager to hear it. Feel free to share your experiences or any questions you might have in the comments section. Your insights and inquiries are what help us all learn and evolve. If you found this video to be informative and entertaining, we'd appreciate it if you'd hit that like button. It helps us to know that we're on the right track with our content. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel. That way you'll never miss out on our latest tech explorations. Lastly, don't forget to share this video with your friends, family, and fellow tech enthusiasts. After all, the joy of learning is best when shared. And so, as we sign off, we leave you with this thought. The world of technology is a vast, uncharted realm filled with endless possibilities. So keep on exploring, keep asking questions, and most importantly, keep learning. Until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.